There is a place on Earth so massively dense that sunlight barely survives the trip to the ground. Spanning 9 countries and millions of square miles, much of the Amazon remains entirely off the map for modern humans. Beneath the surface of these winding waterways, lethality hides in plain sight. Apex predators, like the 9-meter green anaconda, blend perfectly into the murk, navigating without a sound and striking from the shadows. But predators aren't the only things hiding here. The sheer volume of unknown life is staggering. In 2023 alone, scientists documented 279 entirely new species of plants and animals inside the rainforest. This chart tracks the ongoing pace of those biological discoveries, revealing a rate of 1 new species found every 30 hours. It is a sharp reminder of exactly how much of this ecosystem remains a complete mystery to us. Yet, while modern science is still scrambling to catalog the basics, over 100 uncontacted tribes navigate this hostile maze effortlessly. Their survival relies on an intimate, functional mastery of the jungle. Because of this, these isolated people hold what is likely the world's most extensive, undocumented catalog of life-saving medicine. For millennia, these tribes have honed a profound understanding of ethnobotany, the study of how people use indigenous plants. They know exactly which specific vine neutralizes a neurotoxin and which leaf treats a debilitating fever. This deep, practical grasp of Amazonian flora far outpaces what modern laboratories currently understand about the region's chemical properties. And they mapped this biology entirely off the grid, operating deep in the forest without a single clinical trial, smartphone, or connection to the outside world. This creates a massive paradox. While modern medicine seeks these ancient botanical secrets to cure global diseases, the physical and biological barriers between these two worlds remain absolute. So how do isolated groups pinpoint complex chemical remedies in a lethal environment without modern laboratories? They use an empirical, brutal process of trial and error. It is a continuous chain of observation and testing that has been running uninterrupted since humans first settled the Amazon basin. Their strict oral tradition functions as a rigorous form of human research and development, refined over hundreds of generations. But the storage method is incredibly fragile. There are no hard drives or written archives. The data lives entirely in the memories of the elders, passed verbally to the youth. These tribes represent the longest-running continuous medical experiment in human history. If the potential medical value is so high, why can't ethnobotanists simply walk into the jungle, make contact, and document the cures? Isolated populations lack necessary antibodies. While a modern immune system neutralizes a common cold virus, that exact pathogen completely overwhelms an isolated immune system. A single handshake triggers a lethal contagion that ripples outward, wiping out communities. To prevent accidental genocide, the Brazilian government enacted strict laws that expressly forbid anyone from approaching these uncontacted groups. The tribes themselves enforce the boundary just as fiercely. They actively defend their territory, shooting arrows at mapping helicopters to keep modern incursions away. It is a tragic irony. To study these people is to expose them to a deadly plague. The biological firewall protecting their lives also permanently seals their knowledge away from us. But that physical distance is shrinking. Modern industry, illegal logging, and relentless deforestation are aggressively chewing through the buffer zones that keep these communities safe. Because their research is entirely undocumented, if a tribe is displaced or decimated by an introduced disease, their medical legacy is permanently deleted from the world. We already know how fast the Amazon erases the past. The forest floor is littered with the ruins of massive ancient civilizations, completely swallowed by the jungle the moment their populations vanished. Today, we are watching potential cures to modern ailments crumble into ash before we even identify the plants they come from. We are forced into a harsh ethical corner. Do we prioritize our global desire to extract chemical remedies, or do we protect the absolute right of these human societies to exist? Allowing these cultures to vanish means deleting a biological database we haven't even begun to translate. Respecting their isolation is an absolute necessity, even if it means humanity's most potent natural cures remain hidden in the jungle forever.